Hello! Hello, I am back. And I am back on time. Which is perhaps the greatest feat of all. I did not think that I was gonna I did not think I was gonna have my shit ready before we started today. Um but luckily for all of the very few people who are probably watching the more the morning, early afternoon after Christmas in America. Um, a nice, like most people are probably sleeping in for the holidays, and that is good. And I think you have every right to do that. Go and enjoy that time. I say as if those people can actually hear me because they're sleeping right now. Me, on the other hand, I had a very bad case of insomnia last night, so I am up and I am here, and I am getting case 4 done today. We are getting it out of the way because my goodness, what a bad case. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you like this case. I'm so sorry. A bad case, in my opinion. You are free to have your own opinion on this case. I really don't. As you can see, the title is Coincidences: The Trial, and I really don't like how. Yeah, it just feels like Deus Ex Machina. All the story bits are like it feels like things are happening because the plot of the game needs them to happen rather than, oh, this is naturally occurring. Yeah, that's how I feel about this case. And I'm just happy to be. I will be happy. Hopefully, I will be happy to be there on Sunday when it's case 5. Hopefully, I think we are at the last sort of part of this trial. So, and I'm only gonna keep it going until that point. Like, if we reach case 5, so if we finish case 4, I'm gonna stop it. That's where I'm gonna stop it. Yeah. I was thinking if there's anything else. I don't think so. Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, the clips. I hope you've been enjoying your clips. The clips on channel, like that is the. I think I've uploaded 19 of them. 19 for like midway through December, all the way to the end of the year, and that's sort of my best of 2025 for the year. Are those clips? So I hope you have fun with them, and yeah, let's get going into this game. I have 2 music sources in my ear. Time to change that. My controller. Hope it's still. Yep. All right. Console you may withdraw. I forget where we are. Oh. Mr. Prosecutor, sir, what was yeah, he'll probably be. Didn't he rearrange the crime scene? I've totally forgotten. We had the Tai2 holidays in the middle of this and a canceled stream because of health stuff. So, yeah. For now you are free to go home. The police will contact you in due course. I will get to doing character voices in a little bit. I feel like I need to find my footing first. Don't punish my husband. This is all my fault. It's because I'm always moaning at him for coming home late. Leave it now, Pat. Let's go home. I'm tired. Are you gonna collapse? You better not like die. That would be bad. One last thing, Constable. Let this be a lesson to you. In a criminal investigation, every detail matters, however insignificant it may seem to you. Yeah, that is true. That is quite true. We have learned that is something that many a prosecutor has failed to understand. Carve that lesson in your mind. At least in an Ace Attorney game. And never again make the mistake of tampering with the scene of a crime. That's it. You mean to say... Leave now. This trial's not yet over. Are you... I wonder why he's questioning that. I wonder, is it like... Because Von Zeke's here sort of... Is he worried that he's sort of like gonna get... Like, death will find him because of Von Zeke's? I'm not sure. Anyways, let's go.
Well, quite a startling revelation, I must say. Whoever thought of a third party transplanting the entire scene of a crime like that? Indeed, my lord. Nevertheless, there are some immutable facts here. Principally, that the accused, Mr. Saseki Natsume, is the only person who could have possibly committed this crime. No, I disagree. Now that we know the true scene of the incident, there is someone else. Another person who could be responsible for the knife in the victim's back. Forgive me for being presumptuous, but I believe the prosecution is probably well aware of this possibility already. Lord Van Zeeks, is this true? I had to... Forgot to close out my music player. We've got... Yeah, we got him on... we got... not Sasaki, Susato's got him on the ropes, and I am off of it today. Pretty well. Name the person, if you will, and a further investigation is warranted. The prosecution has no objection to the trial continuing. You'll name this other person who could have perpetrated the crime. Where are you? John Garadev, there you go. This is the button. Excuse me? I'm afraid I was unable to hear you, counsel. Again, please, and louder this time. Oh. It's not John. It's not. Is it the other? Is it the maid there? It's one of the two. I'm sure that means do 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 do. Take that!
There you go. The defense once again like to request the cross-examination of a new witness, my lord. Once again. My assistant made the same request earlier. In order to finally reveal the truth about this case, it's imperative that we cross-examine juror number 4, Mrs. Joan Garadev.
Objection!
Request has already been denied. But the situation is very different now. Mrs. Garadev, answer me this. What do you want, you little toad? At the time of the incident, you were engaged in a violent argument with your husband, Mr. John Garadev. In the course of the argument, a minor house fire was ignited. And to clear the smoke from the room, your husband opened a window that looks out over Briar Road. Whatever. You threw this book at your husband when he was cornered with his back against the window. Upon striking the pane of the open top-tinged casement window, the book plummeted directly down, finding its way to what we now know to be the true scene of the incident. Yes, I understand. What of it? During the argument, you were beside yourself with rage. As such, you threw not just books, but anything you could lay your hands on. Oh? So, let me ask you one more time, Mrs. Garadev. This knife, the one removed from the victim's back. Have you really never laid eyes on it before? Sorry, I just heard some noises. I think we're good. I don't recall it. Seriously? Am I supposed to remember everything I picked up and threw at my husband?
And anyway, the man over there in all that regalia said members of the jury didn't testify, did he?
Conveniently, yes.
No, I have no recollection of saying that at all, Juror number 4. Make no mistake, you jurors are not special in any way. You are not immune to the judicial process. If you know something about this knife, madam, let the truth come out. But that's just a comment regarding knife. It could have come from anywhere. We have several like that at home. If one went missing...
Oh, apparently my command doesn't work. Hello. Well, follow Epic anyways. That was not supposed to happen with a different user. Hello, hello, Sammy. How are you? How are you? Let me just disable that command really quick because it's gonna go off no matter what. Let me readjust. Yeah, how are you? How is your here it's Friday morning / afternoon. I'm not sure what it is for you. You're doing great. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I am glad to hear that. And I had a pretty rough case of insomnia last night, but we're getting through it. Are you joking? What are you saying? Please, Mrs. Garrido.
Now you must
He had this funny little baby voice.
I refuse to believe all this nonsense. I couldn't bear the thought that I'd injured someone. Do you hear? I just couldn't bear it.
Oh, the poor woman. Yeah, it's this whole convoluted set of circumstances. It was not, we don't believe this to be intentional murder.
You're going to have to prove to me that I threw that knife. That's what you think. Come along now.
Oh, thank you for following. Thank you for, wow, you went over to Twitch to follow. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Come along now, chop chop, do your worst.
Yeah, welcome on in. I appreciate you being here.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo.
If I had evidence like that, believe me, I would have thrown it at her already. Speaking of throwing evidence, that's probably how it happened.
Prosecution does not object to the defense's request to cross-examine this woman.
Thank you, Lord Van Zee.
I'm going to have to testify.
You're at number 4, as I'm sure you will appreciate, having observed it with your own eyes today. Witness testimony can lead to the most extraordinary truths being unearthed. Yes, I am just over half a year into it. Truths of which the witnesses themselves may not even have been aware.
Oh, dearie me.
So I demand your full and unadulterated testimony, Mrs. Garrett. And mark my words, in this court of law today, we shall extract the truth. Do you concur, counsels?
Certainly, my lord.
Oh, that's what I'm hoping for, my lord. This is such a strange feeling. For the first time since arriving in this country, it actually feels real. I'm here, the Old Bailey, and I'm a lawyer.
Witness, state your name and occupation. Oh, yes, my name is Joan Garrideb, and I'm a juror and such like.
Yeah, you want to hide your true occupation. Even she doesn't know if she's a housewife or a maid or what anymore. The court has decided your testimony is required in order to clarify matters in this case. Do you understand, madam?
Yes, my lord.
You will tell the quotes everything that took place in your household on the evening in question. I warn you, do not attempt to hide the truth.
Oh, dearie me. Shut up, Joan. Ain't nothing to worry about now. Oh, I didn't know you were here, John.
I didn't realize they're literally John and Joan. Also, yeah, this guy's front perspective, still incredibly weird.
Wasn't only you in the room that day, I don't think, was it? Rather think I ought to testify as well, don't you? But what about your knee, dear? Don't you worry about that. Hardly notice it. I'm not the sort of chap to leave a comrade to face disciplinary action alone.
We should get this man a chair, though.
Oh, John. I presume you are Mr. John Garrideb? Yes, sir. Former second lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment of the 4th Northumberland Fusiliers. This is my fair share of action and now living the quiet life as it were. Quiet life? Were you not engaged in an incendiary battle with your spouse on the day in question? Ah, well, yes. Quite. I believe this may represent a first in the proud history of the British courts. Calling a juror to the witness stand is unprecedented. However, the courts will hear your testimony now, juror number 4, and that of your husband.
Oh, thank you. I did not. I had an artist, a commissioned artist, by the name of Lynx Stellastar. Absolute big shout out to her as well. Sorry, I have a sneeze coming. There we go. And does it look like me? It may not. I cannot tell you. That is part of the whole PNG's process.
You will recount clearly and concisely the events in your home at the time of the incident in question. At once. It's my little avatar, my little character.
The Battle of Garrideb, oh boy.
I thought the day you're referring to. The wife and I did have a bit of a skirmish. Can't recall the reason now. Knocked the candlestick over and set fire to the carpet. Soon headed out though and got the window open. Meanwhile, I was picking up whatever I could find to throw at him. Bright and nice around our place. Can't say I noticed a flight or two went missing, I'm afraid.
Yeah, plenty of, it well, excuse me, words. But yeah, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Like, I've had a lot of appreciation given to the PNG, and it is 100% well deserved. Lynx did such an incredible job, and I've met so many, quite a few fellow streamers through her now, since she's done a couple of other PNGs and VTuber commissions. So, yeah.
If that belly thing and if it comes back really was one of ours, you'll have a job proving it, I think.
I plan to convert the future into model. I am actually already in talks with Lynx about that. So,
it sounds as though it was quite the battlefield in your household that evening. Although an entirely one-sided assault, it seems. The enemy caught us on the hop, sir. Had no choice but to dig in and take defensive measures. To be honest, if the enemy had kept shelling us for another minute, we'd have been toast. Of course, a veteran such as myself, it's only too aware we're on every battlefield. It's just a match whisker for death at any moment.
Are we still talking about a marital quarrel here? Yes, Lynx, who made my PNG.
Well, I must say I'm
dubious that this testimony will shed any light on the origins of this jackknife. And combat, you're not Mr. John Garrideb. Excuse me.
In combat, one's focus narrows such that surroundings are barely noticed. These witnesses may not be able to offer anything more than they have testified already. This may be a dead end. Aziz may well be right.
Well, but that's what cross-examination is for. Only has this last cross-examination to uncover the truth.
Very well, Council. Time to begin. All right, let's see here. The wife and I did have a bit of a skirmish. Okay, let me save before we carry on. Yeah, it has been quite a while since we played this, since we had events going on. See that one got the window open. I definitely want to press on this. Because I want to hear more about, just to confirm it was already out. Just to absolutely confirm that. You can absolutely ask me a question, although I believe, although I should let you know that my, let me check my, like any art related stuff I already have picked out and have been in contact and whatever. So if you have and I don't like solicit commissions over like YouTube and Twitch and stuff, that's not the place for it. But yeah, but absolutely. Absolutely, go ahead. How much does it cost? Sorry, yes, okay. Good, that is a good question. Sorry I had all of that spiel earlier, just because most people when they ask me that have asked me that question so far are trying to get me to commission them art. So, how much does it cost? So the PNG, I believe, yeah, it costs different amounts per artist that you go to. PNG is a lot cheaper than a model. PNG, I believe, like from when I purchased a PNG to like a VTuber model, that is a very big difference. It's probably I would say like I think the lowest difference it would be like it's like at least at the very least I think it's like 6 times the amount is PNG to a full, you know, a VTuber model, and that would probably just be a half body model, no legs, and all that, less animation. Some cost of some models are quite extensive if you're going into the real top tier. Really, I don't know too much about like about the whole like VTubing industry or whatever. But I have been on VChat and I have seen, you know, we've been browsing prices and seeing all that. There is definitely a difference. There is definitely a difference. Yeah, but it is, and there's probably anywhere from PNG, like the cheapest difference is probably like 6 times from PNG to VTuber, but it can go up to like, it can, like for me, I'm definitely gonna be going a bit over that 6 times difference because I am definitely going for a full. I'm not necessarily going for full animation, but I am going for a full head-to-toe model. So that definitely adds cost on it. Am I converting in 2D or 3D? I'm gonna be going into 2D. 3D models. Those, from what I hear, are also incredibly are very like on the high end. And a lot of and I feel like most VTubers, even like I feel like most VTubers are like primarily like 2D. And I feel like plus like you can just sort of get like what I've seen some do, like some people just go and get something in VR chat for 3D. That's generally what I've seen, is that
Oh, you just like get a 2D and you just like customize a little, customize like a VR chat model if you want to hang out in 3D. But that's it. The book carries my armchair. Anything of mine, really. But if you're looking to get into it, I highly recommend Lynx. Yeah, she's in my Twitch bio. Just so happens there was bath water around that evening, so I slushed that about to put it out. Most precarious situation you put yourself in. Ours is a 3-story townhouse on the west side of the street where the water main isn't connected yet. Draw water from a public water pump during the day if you need any, see?
The lodgers are always moaning that they can't get any water at night. Although that little mustache Japanese man buys water in bottles, I believe.
Yeah, Lynx has done Lynx is a she, and she's done incredible work. I would highly recommend working with her if you're ever interested in going in starting into streaming. Are you looking to do that? The defendant, Mr. Natsume, you mean?
Yes, he receives a stipend for his studies, from his home country. Can you imagine being able to brew a pot of tea at all hours? He's obviously very well off.
Have you actually seen the state of the man? I believe he uses all of his income to buy books. Ah, gotcha. Well, anyway, the point is I was able to douse the fire with water, fortunately enough. Okay. I was thinking whatever I could find to throw at him. When he not eyes on my place, can't say I've noticed if 1 or 2 went missing. That valley thing in the victim's back really was one of ours. They'll have a job proving it. Do we have I don't think there is. I think we opened it and there wasn't anything. Yeah, there wasn't anything to be found. I feel like this is definitely the one that we want to present something on, but we don't have any photos of the actual thing. So, hold it! Yeah, let's press this. Sorry, would you care to elaborate? Rather partial rush by top, pipe, not fishing tackle. You're not the sort of thing.
It's a passion we both share. I love to carve little wooden trinkets too, and then there's my leather work.
Sorry to say, we're always losing knives about the place. We have dozens of different things.
I sell them at the market sometimes. 20 for the price of 19. Needless to say, snap them up.
Jeez.
Phil prefers to use 2 knives at meal times too, instead of a knife and fork.
Want people thinking I'm some kind of chef. Ah. Here we go again with the scaldings. Why are they being so evasive? I don't want to believe it. I can't bear the thought that it might have been one of their knives. It's entirely understandable, of course, but still. How's the holiday? Holiday's been all right. They're gonna drink some water since this sort of testimony is wrapping up. Yeah, it went well, and also went over to see the neighbors, which is nice. Yeah, let's see what we have to say. That's the extent. Well, I think we've heard all of this before, to be honest. Can't prove anything new, but it's absolutely essential that we establish how this knife came to be at the scene of the incident. Here, both of them must be feeling very worried that it was in fact a knife belonging to one of them that caused the victim's injury. If we can find even a tiny shred of evidence, it would clinch this trial for us. It would explain everything. We must find that last crucial piece of evidence. Okay. Yeah, let's hear more about this.
Approaching decision.
Yes, yep. Pretty much.
As far as I was concerned at the time, it was more important to extinguish my anger than the flames. So when a woman wants to throw, she must throw.
I believe that's I believe that sounds a 737 call out. I mean, we got the plane theme here, so. So, hold on. What was the? Hold on. That was when a woman wants to throw, she must throw. It's most certainly not Triple C with the takedown. How did I know she was thinking that? I'm surprised you're not. I'm surprised you're not agreeing. But oh well. Was a knife among the items that you threw?
In all honesty, I don't recall. But I feel I must point out that I'm no monster. You see, some bread, a cabbage, garlic, a towel, and a sponge.
Jupiter.
Oh, here we go. I was wondering.
Excuse me.
I was wondering if this was the sort of line that would lead to a pursuit. Mr. Garadeb.
Don't shoot.
Sorry, I beg your pardon. Classic American here now. Did your wife's remark just now bring something to mind?
Nothing of any significance, no. Look at the barrage of projectiles the old thing launched in my direction. It's somewhat more solid than she implies. Books, bricks, and the fire poker, I seem to recall.
Ouch. I don't particularly enjoy playing Fortnite or GTA. That is why I'm more of a like detective, puzzle, visual novel kind of person. Oh, I forgot. I didn't hear what he was saying. Books, bricks, and the fire poker, I seem to recall. Ouch.
The woman's aim was uncanny. She would have landed directly hit with everybody. Ah!
Bury me. I'm so sorry, dude. What's she even doing with a teapot in here?
Honestly, John, I would never have thrown such things at you, obviously. I'll take a look at this stuff. How do you suppose that happened, huh?
The pipe, sir.
I've been thing in my hand as usual at the time of the onslaught. Not to clean out with one of her soft projectiles she did, yes. And when I went to pick the thing up, it was broken in two. I'd like to see a sponge do that sort of damage.
I see, your pipe was broken. Now, where could my pipe be?
It would never set flying unless it was hit by something pretty solid.
If any of you here get that reference, I appreciate that.
I managed to bandage the thing up for now.
You are one to exaggerate, are you, dear?
I wonder what we should make of this account. I feel always has to be important.
Objection!
Miss Wolverhampton's words only tell us one thing. Betray a fiery wife, and pipes as well as hearts may be broken. Sentimental wisdom, perhaps, but hardly worthy of adding to the formal testament.
Indeed, common sense, one might say. Might one? In that case, would you at least permit us to examine the pipe, sir?
Well, I don't see why not.
Oh, dearie me. There you go again, trying to ingratiate yourself with the young lady.
No, we're just examining the evidence, that's all. That's all. The pipe has been entered into the court record. I hope I didn't speak out of turn, Mr. Naruhodo. I was just feeling rather disappointed for you that your request was turned down. Oh, no, it's fine. Thanks to Suzuto-san, we have some new evidence to work with. We should examine it carefully. Well, thank you for that rebuttal, Mr. Garrett. Now, if we could return to the crux of the matter, what can you tell the court about the knife used to attack the victim? We recently had polls in the server for what people were what people were interested in me playing. And I believe the outcomes were... Why am I forgetting? I had a whole stream about this. Let's take a look. Was like management games and detail city builder games. Like a lot of people were interested in that, and then that and like multiplayer like chaos games like tabletop simulator like party animals, things like that. That's what people were more interested in. It's my audience. Anyways, let's take a look. Depends on the game, but yeah. Why do you ask? In the meantime, let's examine this pipe. What? Excuse me. Why is there a fragment of knife stuck in there? Something's just twinkled inside the chamber of the pipe there. Why are you smoking your knife? Something's stuck in there, I think. Let's turn it over. What's this? It's a tiny fragment of metal. It looks like the tip of a blade or something. Tip of a blade. Surely it couldn't be... Ooh. Was the knife that we were examining, was it missing its thing? Alright, well, yeah, enjoy your nap. And I hope you have a good time. Yeah, let's... I don't think we can combine evidence. It is blood. I don't know how I didn't notice that. Look here, Mr. Naruhodo, just at the tip. A small piece of the blade appears to be missing. Wait, part of it's missing. I could be wrong, but I just got a feeling. You remember this? That's the tiny fragment of metal that we found inside the pipe. Just maybe. Oh my, it's a perfect fit. Somehow, I just knew it. All right. Now we can say, now we can prove it.
Objection.
Wait, is that not... Oh. Do I have to present the knife tip? Oh well, guilty again. Ha 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 ha. See you later if you're still here. By the way, Sammy, hope you have a good one again. Time to do 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 do.
Guilty. 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 Guilty.
How do you teleport back up there? Guilty. Let us reload the thing.
Court is adjourned.
Slam. Retry from this scene. Yes. Okay. So...
Hold it!
Do you remember?
By Jupiter!
By Jupiter!
Excuse
I
me!
didn't even hear that was what he had said last time. That's funny.
Objection!
I am pushing the buttons. The buttons going push, 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 push. We get to examine the pipe. Examine the pipe. There we go. I just noticed how my shoulder is sort of blocking Susan though. It makes it seem like she's hiding behind me. That's very funny. Oh. Sorry. Oh wait, yeah. Oh wait, did we? Wait, we went straight to the knife. We need to examine this first. Doo-doo-doo. And now we do this. And now we save just to be sure. Let's try presenting this.
Objection!
There we go. Mr. Garadeb, could I ask you to take a good look at this, please?
You can ask, but I can't say about the thing.
You can't?
I'm old. Used to call me Dead-Eyed Dem back in the regiment, of course, but that was some time ago. Even when I'm trying to enjoy a large print book by the fire these days. I struggle to tell a B from a D and a P from a Q, to be honest. Oh, he does, dearie me. It's rather wearing being asked about every other letter and every other word.
No. No, we do not make fun of that. We do not.
A scrap of metal.
Yes, almost certainly from the tip of a blade. And what may appear at first to be just a tiny scrap is in fact a crucial piece of evidence.
Interesting. And where did the defense come by this evidence?
It was lodged in the chamber of Mr. Garadeb's pipe.
My pipe, you say? By Jove, I wonder how that got there.
And what precisely does this fragment of metal signify, Counsel? Are you suggesting that it is in some way related to the matter of the stabbing on Briar Road? I am. What? When put together with another piece of evidence already in the court record, I believe this tiny fragment of metal will unravel the whole truth of this case, my lord. You appear rather confident in that extraordinary statement, Counsel. Very well then, present the pertinent evidence to the courts. What evidence? Blah 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 allegedly reveals the truth. It is the jackknife. Let's go.
Take that!
This is the knife that was found in the victim's back. If you look closely, you'll see that there's a small piece at the tip of the blade that is missing.
Ominously with the inferior blade sold at unsavory street markets, criminals who use them regularly leave the tips lodged in the victim's bones.
That is an unnecessary detail. And what of this particular knife?
No doubt its tip has suffered a similar fate, now languishing somewhere near the spine of the victim.
No, that's not the case. The tip of this particular knife's blade is the very fragment of metal we discovered in the chamber of Mr. Garadev's pipe. Ah!
Good grief,
Lord Van Zeeks.
I don't believe it. The knife from the crime scene and this fragment of metal are a perfect match.
Good golly gosh. No fucking swearing in this courtroom. Ah, darn it. Is this some sort of Eastern sorcery? No, don't get that, please.
This is no magic, man. This is a miracle.
You? The Van Zeeks has figured it out, has he? Counsel, explain this extraordinary coincidence at once. Yes, my lord. The crucial point we have to ask ourselves here is when did the fragment of metal find its way inside Mr. Garadev's pipe?
Something that was clarified for us in the most recent witness testimony.
Had to sting my hand as usual at the time of the onslaught. I'll have to clean out with one of her soft projectiles she did. It would never have been sent flying unless it was hit by something pretty something.
Oh. Very many.
During the argument between these two that occurred just as the victim was on the pavement below, Mrs. Garadev flung this knife at her husband. However, the knife missed Mr. Garadev, instead striking the pipe in his hand at the time.
Which caused the tip to break off.
Of course.
Good lord.
Yes, and that is when the tiny tip of the blade found its way inside Mr. Garadev's pipe.
Charge me are a million to one.
Yet there's no other credible explanation for how the tip of the blade ended up in your pipe. Many allusions here, none of which will be discussed. Then, after losing its tip, the knife ricocheted off the pipe and flew out the open window. In short, this knife, which fell from the window of the Garadev's house, it probably hit the back of it and then fell, is the very same knife that struck the victim in the middle of the back on the street below. Oh gosh, oh dear, oh no!
Objection!
Also, we love our Apple Box witnesses. We love them so much. Glug, 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 glug. Here comes the smash. I think.
Full-bodied theory, I'll give you that. A complex bouquet of seemingly trivial points plausibly arranged to create an almost passable vintage. Allow me to toast my learned friend's characteristically Nipponese approach to bottling his arguments. Sorry. But after all, it is just a theory. A murder theory. Thanks for watching. See?
Leg kick time.
It's spoiled by an insurmountable inconsistency.
An insurmountable what?
Lord Van Zeeks, explain yourself. What is this inconsistency you claim to have identified? An inconsistency of the simplest nature, my lord. The victim was found with a knife planted in the middle of her back.
Yes, in her... Oh!
That's right, you silly little man! But don't, why are you getting so excited?
Let's consider the basic facts of the case once more. Didn't we have a reason that she was on her back? The victim was walking along the pavement before being stabbed in the back and falling to the ground.
If the knife that struck her had fallen from above, there's no possible way it could have impacted itself in the victim's back.
Oops, there we go. Slumped onto the table.
Right, you see, that's exactly right. If the knife had fallen
on her from above, it would have struck her on the top of her head.
Well, I thought we had something for this.
It's just words, though. I knew it. I never liked this theory in the first place. No, what really did happen? It would appear the defense has made rather a spectacular blunder. If our theory has even one inconsistency, it cannot stand. Your theory, my learned friend, is history.
You're so close. I could see the truth. I was so sure we were on the right track. But now the way has been blocked completely by just one simple inconsistency.
Or in other words, we simply need to eliminate that one inconsistency and the theory will stand. Suzuto. You mustn't worry, Mr. Naruhodo. You were just caught off guard, that's all, and your mind went blank. But if the path you were on is indeed correct, then a way will present itself. The key to this is a court record, I'm sure. All the information you need is there. You seem to have nothing to say, my Nipponiese friend. Well, your silence speaks volumes. A tacit acceptance that your theory is fatally flawed.
Objection!
Oh! Boom.
This inconsistency doesn't mean I was on the wrong track.
No, it doesn't.
It means that I need to sharpen my mind and dig deeper for the truth. The test. Yes. If the knife fell on the victim from above, there's no way that it could have hit her in the middle of her back. Under normal circumstances, that is. What are you implying? Counsel. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can explain this inconsistency. That can explain how the knife that fell from above could have pierced the victim's back. We already have the answer. Madness. Utter madness. Surely this must be the last time. Counsel, present the evidence of which you speak. This is the last inconsistency. The final piece in the puzzle. If I can successfully make sense of this, the truth will be laid bare at last. The evidence that explains how the falling knife became lodged in the victim's back is... Warrant card... It's obviously, drop where she stood. I would have known this. I would have known this if it was the case. You're on your side, on your back. Let's take a look at everything we have. Case file. Let's examine it. Unconscious. No other signs of injury were observed. Not that. Nothing here. Is it this? Is it, because the lion's pride was also from upstairs. Did that hit, yeah, that hit her and that knocked her unconscious, I think, yeah, let's present this, then if not, then this.
Take that!
Yep. This, the fourth book found at the scene. This is the final piece of evidence the defense will present. The burnt book. Not Mr. Garridem's book. Yes. And to understand its significance, we have to consider how it came to be at the scene in the first place. This photographic print clearly shows the book in question, and the victim holding it in her hands. As we all now know, it was the police constable that put the book between her fingers like that. Quite so, as part of his wholesale transplanting of the crime scene to the opposite side of the road. That's true, however,
As part of his testimony, Constable Beat made an extremely enlightening statement on that point. But what made you place the book in the victim's hands? Oh, well, so that's because that's how I found it. When we first ran over to the scene, the victim was already holding the book. So when I moved everything, I made sure it was still in her hand. In other words, the victim had already picked the book up of her own volition. And clearly that must have been before she suffered the knife wound. I should say so. After being attacked with a knife, I don't imagine she'd have been doing much of anything. So the question becomes, why did the victim have that book in her hands?
I think I'm beginning to see what may have happened now.
Oh, dearie me. You know that the book fell from the top floor of the Garrideb household onto the pavement at precisely the moment that the victim was walking past. Yes, at exactly that moment. The young woman was walking along the street in the light fog when all of a sudden a book fell right in front of her. The book I threw. Yes, Mrs. Garrideb. What do you think the woman did? Look, even though I have said I don't like this case, and I maintain that I don't like this case, like I'm liking this final scene. I'm liking this final scene of the narration of events. Even if I think of these events in the first place. What would you do if you wandering the book suddenly hit the pavement?
Well, I really can't imagine it, but I suppose she might have reached down and picked the book up.
Yes, that is exactly what the woman in fact did. She picked up the book.
Oh heavens!
When the woman reached down to pick the fallen book up, what position would her back have been in? That's right, facing the sky, completely and utterly defenseless. Then, in the very next moment, while the woman was still bent over picking up the book, next object fell from the room above, a jackknife, straight into the middle of her back. And at that same time, walking by chance directly behind the screen, was the defendant, Mr. Saseki Natsume. I never. It appeared to Mr. Natsume that the woman simply collapsed on the floor. In the dark, the fog, he didn't see the knife falling on her from above. And from the other direction, the constable and his wife saw no one but the victim and her apparent attacker. So there never was a real culprit to run from the scene in the first place. Yeah, this is a good, I feel like this is an interesting series of events made not very interesting by the way the case was investigated. And also it isn't the actual of even, like, we've seen weird things in an Ace Attorney case that feel more natural than, weirder things that feel more natural than this. I feel like that's just because, we spent the whole day, like, we didn't really investigate too much of the crime scene, we just happened to investigate that household. This is nothing more than a series of unlikely events that culminated in an unfortunate accident. And that is the real truth behind this case. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb?
The very first time he showed me that knife, I had my suspicions. I wondered if perhaps it might have done something like that.
That's a bean. I wouldn't want to be called a bean. I would not want to be called an old bean, but I would be more fine with being called old than being called a bean. Where was Mrs. Garrideb?
course, I never meant for anything of the sort to happen, but it was all my fault, wasn't it? I take full responsibility. I let my anger get the better of me. I threw that book, and I threw the knife as well. Thunder!
It's alright, I know.
I'm ever so sorry. Truly. I'm sorry! And there I go.
Ooh, come on. Oh no, you both are gonna. Your knee, buddy, your bad knee. And there they go. I hope you're able to get treatment.
Lord Van Zeeks, what news of Mrs. Garrigan? She's been taken to the infirmary. It appears that today's event had left her in an especially flustered state. However, I believe she will recover in due course. There is no cause for concern. Yes, unbeknownst to themselves, they caused what could have easily been a terrible tragedy. They helped to prepare themselves for the consequences of their actions. There is some good news, however, my lord. I have just had word from the hospital where the victim is being treated. Her condition is improving steadily, and the doctor believes she will regain consciousness soon.
I wonder if she'll be involved in case 5. That would be fun.
We've been talking about the victim all this time, but we've never once met her. How wonderful! The woman is out of danger, it seems.
Yes, that is good news. Although it is a Van Zeek's case, so we don't really know.
So, Mr. Saseki Natsume.
Oh, yes, it's me, Mr. I'm not guilty. Mr. Not Guilty, an amazing Natsume.
On behalf of my fellow countrymen, I would like to take this opportunity to beg your pardon, sir. You came from your distant homeland to study our great British culture, and have been repaid with immeasurable unkindness. Please accept our heartfelt apologies.
No, it is me. You should be begging your pardon.
Oh, no, Mr. Natsume.
That evening, when the young woman just collapsed on the pavement before my eyes, I jumped to the wrong conclusion again in my confusion.
What conclusion, sir?
I was sure that the woman was dead.
Yes, Constable Beat said the same thing, didn't he? He thought she had been killed too. I suppose she must have looked completely lifeless.
It's been about a year since I arrived in Great Britain now, but I still can't get used to life here. I can't relax. I'm sure there are evil spirits lurking in the fog, like they're haunting me.
Poor Suzuki-san. His imagination really has got better of him. Yeah, poor man.
So what had happened? I thought the young woman had been taken by the fog spirits. I should never have dropped my books like that and run away. I should have called for help, for a doctor, for the police. Instead, I've managed to create a rift in the relationships of trust between our two empires. And for that, I am truly sorry. The old stained glass cathedral court windows.
One could indeed say that some sort of mischievous spirit has been at work here, I think. One that created a chain of unfortunate mishaps. We were befooled by this spirit and led to false conclusions. But thanks to Lord Van Zeeks and our young lawyer here from the east, that chain has now been broken and the spirit exorcised. I heartily commend you both. Oh. Oh then, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Yes, my lord.
In concluding this trial, I must ask one last time for your decisions regarding the defendant's culpability. Are you ready to present your findings to the court?
As the foreman of this jury, I can assure you, we've reached a fair and just conclusion.
I'm going to wear the truth of the extremely cruel at times.
Well, I don't suspect the woman next to me, that's for sure. And very outraged bosses are of action, you know, but I know what her decision would be. She may not finally be able to get out of here and start work. It's about time. I'm old. I'm a cook of restored to tell the grandchildren when I get home.
Very well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I hereby demand your final decisions. Mr. Foreman?
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty.
Up. Yeah, there we go.
Very well. Mr. Mochizuki Natsume, I hereby pronounce you
Not guilty. Woo! Everybody in the British courtroom. Fireworks. Bang. Bang, 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 bang. Hopefully Natsume survives. Wouldn't that be nice?
And finally, Mr. Natsume. Oh, yes, Lord, sir.
You are now a free man once more.
It is my hope that you will continue to further your education in British culture. And may you never again be brought before me.
Oh, yes, sir. Of course. Of my life, I swear I'll never set foot in the courtroom again. I'm transported to tears.
Thank you, counsels. Court is adjourned.
Nice work. Nice work, team. 20th of February, 3:17 p.m. The Old Bailey. Defendant's antechamber. Oh, locum. Wait, you mean me? Of course! Is there another locum here? Is there even one? I don't know what a locum is. Is there a locum Odin? Compared to the original locum student, Mr. Naruto Esquire, your name has become rather short, hasn't it? So that's what it means, okay. What's wrong with using my actual name? Oh, alas, I'm free! Free, joyful, joyous, jubilant jubilation! Heady, hearty happiness, hurrah! Oh, I am pleased. Mr. Natsume is delighted. Would it be so hard to just say that? Locum, you did it! You saved me from the brink! Well, what happened to the poor woman was in no way your fault after all. I'm just glad everyone can see that now. No, not that! Lovely, loyal locum lawyer! Yes? I mean, as I said before, I've just never gotten used to life here in Great Britain. Every time I look over my shoulder, I see foreigners. I see towering brick buildings, and from high up windows I see them looking down at me, laughing. Look at that little hunchback. Oh dear, I'm sure it's all in your head, Mr. Natsume. But today, you locum lawyer gave my gluten the boots. You stood firm behind that baronial bench for all those baffling British. You battled to the bitter end, laying bare the baffling truth. And when I beheld the blinding fireworks among the beams of the Bailey's roof, I bellowed, "The best barrister ever born!" Well, that's very flattering. We're very pleased for you. This has given me a wonderful anecdote to recount to my old friends back in Japan. Ah, an anecdote. Is that what begot all my hard work? There you are, my dear. Oh, there you are. Apologize for keeping you waiting. I rose late this morning. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, what a pleasure to see you. I see I'm here not a moment too soon. As disaster has been averted, I'm glad to say. Oh. The trial shall begin presently, Mr. Naruhodo, and I wish you the very best of luck. It's just finished. No! Am I exclusive vain? It's you! Hello, Sholmes! Oh, what's that, sir? This is Mr. Natsume, the man you had arrested, Mr. Sholmes. Ah, I see.
failed to recognize you at first. Our previous encounters have taken place in the gloom, either of your bleak lodgings or that prison cell. I simply couldn't place that curious face in the light.
Charming. This is all your fault. Lockshon, you're the reason I had to go through this terrible ordeal. I'm going to give you a piece of my mind.
My apologies, sir, but I assure you, I have placed you now. You're the fellow who abandoned that poor young lady and ran off, are you not? She's been taken to hospital more urgently. Feel perhaps she would have regained consciousness by now. Oh. But it was unavoidable, I'm sure. We are but human, after all. Anyone would have been shaken by such an experience.
It holds a dab for 24 seconds.
I do feel very badly about how I behaved. Well, never mind. Now then, what was it you wanted to say to me, sir? Nothing.
Priceless. Oh, I am sorry, really, but that was quite priceless.
Poor Sasuke-san. Still, on the bright side, you've had an extremely entertaining experience without paying a penny. And it would seem you were not even found guilty. But there is no bright side. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Natsume? Even after all this, I'm still cursed by the spirits and now by the Reaper. Ah, Lord Zeeks. I hadn't forgotten, you know, what facing that man in court means. Even if you found not guilty, you're still doomed. It will all be alright, Mr. Natsume. If the Reaper appears trying to make trouble, I will protect you.
Hiya! Oh! Why us? With a perfectly executed Suzuto takedown! Much as I like being turned on my head, a bit of warning might be nice next time. Miss Suzuto. There we go, number 7!
So, Mr. Natsume, what do you intend to do now?
You mentioned something about recounting your experiences to your friends back in Japan?
Yes, I intend to return to my homeland soon.
Oh.
It's already been a year since I arrived here in Great Britain. I've visited universities, libraries, bookshops. I've been honored with the tutelage of professors. I've learned so much about the wealth of literature here and the city it is shaped. I've come to realize it's my calling to sail home and tell my fellow countrymen about it. That's very touching, Mr. Natsume. Or in perhaps less veiled terms, you wish to withdraw halfway around the world to escape the terror of the Reaper's curse. I'm not it at all! The more I learn of literature, the more this strange feeling claws at my insides. I feel compelled to return to my roots and attempt to pen a world of my own. Oh, I see. Work of literature by Sasaki-san. Could be an interesting read. What about Miss Suzuto and yourself, Mr. Naruhodo? Sorry, what about us? Will you return to Japan alongside your mustache compatriot? Why would we? Week has not yet passed since we arrived in London, and only now does it feel as though we finally have found our feet. And you are accommodated in a hotel at present, are you? That's right, but we need to find lodgings before it bankrupts us. I've calculated we can only afford another 10 nights before our entire budget is exhausted. Well, then you can take my lodgings. Oh, the windowless room? Ah, but what it lacks in windows, it more than makes up for with the floor, ceiling, and walls. Great. And of course, I'd be happy to leave behind the accursed evil spirit. Oh my, an evil spirit? Oh yes. Oh yes.
Sorry to suffocate what you while you sleep. It's an infallible wake-up call. We'll think about it if that's all right. Perhaps I can offer a more welcome alternative. Would you consider taking lodgings with me? Really? Well, a vacancy has conveniently presented itself, though it is up in the attic, I might add. Are you sure it isn't just a storage lot? I spoke with the landlady this very morning on the matter of price, and Iris is cleaning the room as we speak. You must come at once. I presume you have no luggage to speak of? Oh, this is simply wonderful. What an honor to be invited to take lodgings at the great detective's office. This attic. That was good. That was good. I'm too overcome for words. So suggesting we look elsewhere is out then. Yeah, she probably won't allow it. Then it's settled. Iris will prepare a welcome dinner this evening. And you must come too, Mr. Natsume. I insist. I don't know what to say, but thank you, and yes. Wonderful. Then I'll go and complete the paperwork for your formal release, Mr. Natsume. It shouldn't take long. Somebody's happy. Welcome. I knew that you wouldn't let me down. I'm truly delighted to have met you here in London. Likewise, Mr. Natsume. It's been a privilege meeting you too. It's a shame that we're going to have to say goodbye so soon. Well, I've come to realize that I belong in Japan, but welcome. We'll meet again one day. Yes, I'm sure. And hopefully by then, I'll be a successful lawyer. Hopefully by then, I'll be a successful author. Well, my dear fellow, our carriage appears to have arrived. Shall we go, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, Mr. Schultz. I have little doubt Mr. Natsume will be released in time for dinner this evening. And so, Suzuki-san, Suzuki-san's innocence successfully established. We rode Mr. Sholmes, so it was to become our new home. 221B Baker Street. Sherlock Sholmes, the attic of the Sholmes. This is nice. So this is to be our new office, yes. Our office. I rather like the sound of that. Me too. It's simply wonderful, isn't it? Hope you can see this, Kiryu-chan. It's only a small step. I'd like to think we're getting a little closer to your dream now. So, my dear fellows, do you like the place? Oh, you look fine and dandy. Mr. Sholmes, yes, thank you so much. It's a delightful room, Mr. Sholmes. I simply adore it. Good, I'm pleased to hear it. Iris and I are delighted to welcome you. Hope everyone's hungry. It's nearly time for dinner. We'll eat as soon as Mr. Natsume arrives. We have a lot to celebrate. Iris, you must let me help you. Oh, he's gonna be dead, isn't he? Alright then, Susie. You can be in charge of the salad. Splendid. So, Mr. Naruhodo, how does it feel to have your own office in the capital? Very exciting, actually. Can't help wondering what adventures await us. Those were precisely my sentiments when I first established my office at these premises. Until I discovered the dark truth about the city of London, that is. Sorry? London is a glorious place, full of wonder, opportunity, prosperity, and mirth, but the brightest of lights casts the darkest of shadows. Shadows? What do you mean? Well, I believe you're well aware of the murkiness that lies behind London's facade already. So once again, Mr. Naruhodo. Ooh, taking a bow. Welcome to London. Interesting. Of course, at the time, I I had no idea of the significance of those words Mr. Sholmes so casually spoke. But it wasn't long before my turn came to lift the facade and see the true depth of the murk that lay behind it. End of case! And thank goodness for that. Landed in London, Steam achievement, yes, we will absolutely save. Alright. Next up, The Adventure of the Unspeakable Story, The Hound of the Baskervilles. Alright, little short stream today. But it is all over. Let us go. Let us go find a raid. Do. Do. Let's. Oh, Kate is just starting, I believe. Oh wait, what's Rain? Does Rain have a French? Or oh no, it's just like a Christmas thing. Okay, just a Christmas thing. Yeah, let's go say yeah, we had Kate on. We haven't said hello to Rain in a while. Let's go say hello to Rain. Thank you all for coming on in. We'll see you on Sunday with Case 5. Exciting. See you next time. Be kind, people. And let's go do a raid. Bye, everyone.